how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Fact, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of the boo-boo trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts interviews, Hard Facts delivers truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If the model of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds, would have protested to become.
Somebody's receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
I'm be dumping my mood for that whenever people are clapping, he's praising singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your day, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda, they can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform.
If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in Nigerian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Facts, and I'm Mary Ann Okon, welcoming you. Those of you who are listening from outside of the country, those of you who are listening from within the country, within Lagos and the outskirts of Lagos, we love you. We appreciate you for listening and always tuning in to listen to all our conversations. Thank you for joining the show. As usual, we start off with the big three stories on the 3 o'clock hour. And then, of course, help me, help ourselves to make sense of these stories. And, of course, read between the lines and the things that are being said and the ones that are not being said. And most importantly, take heed lest we fall. On the 4 o'clock hour is Thursday, so it's the last day in the month of July. I must tell you that sometimes you just don't know that the days are running pretty fast. Anyway, we are going to be looking at what's happening in Gaza, what's the humanitarian crisis in Palestine, the fact that the Canadian government, the British government, and the French government are threatening America, like threatening the Israel, with, hey, we're gonna actually look at Palestine and recognize them as a state. It is a state, guys, but oh well. In the eyes of the United States, France, Canada, and Britain, Palestine is not a state. And so this is a threat that they are holding over Netanyahu, so he would allow for food to go into Gaza for the people that he has somewhat displaced because of a war that he's continued to wage against Hamas. But then the people of Palestine are the ones who are suffering the most, of course. I have chosen not to go to social media nor watch television because every time I look at television, I see a malnourished child. A child is about to die. My heart can't take it. But we're going to have that conversation today. Naeem Jain joins me from South Africa as we have that conversation on the global review side of the things. And on the 5 o'clock hour, it's a conversation I want all of us to get involved in. The hate that we give in the name of fighting for our political godfathers. Like I said on Monday, it might be our downfall. The too many ethnicities in this country for us to say, oh, well, my ethnicity is better than yours, or you guys are useless or good for nothing, or well, it's our time, so we can do whatever we want, and we can never call out anybody because it is our time. I'm going to have that conversation on the 5 o'clock hour. Segun Shopito joins us. He's a civil society advocate, so he joins us on the 5 o'clock hour as we have that conversation. It promises to be a great Thursday. Welcome. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube. On X, we're Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Use the hashtag hard facts. And you know that this is how we start.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
This is Hard Facts.
Lagos, these are the big three stories for today. In case you're just joining us, program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live. Now, only us. Now we get the first one. Audiovisual studios right here in the Timayan Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'll start with the Guardian newspaper. Fayemi is in the news and he says Nigerians are hungry and not happy with Tinubu. This is a top story here with the Guardian newspaper. Let me give you some background quickly. Former Ekiti State Governor Fayemi has criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, stating that many Nigerians are suffering under current economic conditions and are unlikely to support the government in the next general election. Now, in a video obtained by the Guardian newspaper, Fayemi spoke in Yoruba and lamented the level of hunger and financial hardship in the country, pointing to deteriorating infrastructure and what he described as federal neglect of key developmental efforts. This is what he said, and I'd like to quote it, and then I'll play you a video. He said, "Except we are deceiving ourselves. Nigerians are not happy with the federal government because of the hunger and lack of money." End of quote. He highlighted poor condition of federal roads in Ekiti. He also referenced the route from Efonalaye through Erio and Omo Ekiti through Ilasa and Ayedun, I beg your pardon, Ekiti. He noted the ordeal faced by commuters. He also criticized the federal government's refusal to refund the 18 to 20 billion naira spent by his administration on the Adoyin road project, saying the funds could have been invested in other road projects if reimbursed. But there are also those who say, sorry, is it Kayode Fayemi that is talking? Did your government not hand over to the Tinubu administration? Was it not bad too? But are you going to shoot the messenger? Let me play you a quick video of what happened in Abuja recently. I hope that INEC is not going to play the ostrich when the time is right, because there are lots of campaigns going on. Have you been to Abuja lately? Visited. I keep talking about an advert that they play on Channels Television, GMT, Grassroots Movement for Tinubu. And they keep highlighting the things that they think he's done. And I'm thinking to myself, it's 2025. Why are they campaigning? Well, this video was obtained on social media, and these are the streets of Abuja. I'll tell you what is happening. Some celebrities flanked with some people on a truck, campaigning with a big sign, Tinubu is working, giving out spaghetti, pasta, noodles, and 500, 1,000 naira to passers-by on the road. and talking about the things that President Tinubu has done. Take a listen or watch. If you are watching us live on Facebook and on YouTube, take a listen.
Some people have sold their integrity for political campaign. Look at their faces. Deceiving the citizens and feeding them with lies. I'll be playing a record of their video. Oh yeah, listen to what they have to say.
Don't do what you call federal technical colleges. Say your children equal jobs. Free of charge from age 13 to 20. Good children.
To fear a pound and speech. I didn't got to the extent of using.
Okay, so I'm the video is still playing, but I don't want the commentary of the lady who posted it because she felt disgusted by what is happening. But hey, these guys have a job to do, and he says there's a huge, sign on the truck saying Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. Tinubu is working, and as you can see in the video, while they're campaigning or talking about the things that they think Tinubu has done, they're giving out some food, pasta, spaghetti, and a famous, one-time famous comedian is the one on the microphone talking about the things that he thinks the president has done and why people should, listen to the president and give him time. And you can see people just standing and watching them, passers-by, just watching them while they do this. I don't know if this is campaigning. I don't know what you want to call this, but Fayemi is saying that maybe we're deceiving ourselves, or the government is deceiving themselves that they're doing something. But here are a group of people who think that the president is working. So is the GMT, that grassroots movement for Tinubu that keeps paying for ads on Channels Television. I don't know what INEC has to say about that. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to move away from this and go on to the next big story. The United States Embassy is coming for you guys, not necessarily you, the government. Well, yes, this is what they're saying. They're saying that Nigeria's government, they're accusing our government of fiscal irresponsibility. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to get there. The United States mission in Nigeria has drawn public attention and sparked controversy after it accused some government officials of fiscal recklessness amid widespread economic hardship in the country. Sounds like what Kayode Fayemi said? Okay. In a post made on Tuesday on its official Facebook page under the hashtag Transparency Tuesday, the U.S. mission in Nigeria criticized Nigerian leaders for what it described as poor prioritization of public funds. The post referenced a report by the Africa Report, which exposed how some governors are allegedly spending billions on new government buildings while asking citizens to endure austerity, while Nigerians are urged to endure hardship. Now, this is not news for me and you because our governors, I take you back to Katsina. Did you see? It was a competition of private jets. Yes. And they're not paying for those private jets with their pocket money. It's not their personal money. It's taxpayers' monies. Monies that they could have used to fix public toilets, fix roads, fix infrastructure, build hospitals, build schools, fix education. No. They have to fly private. They want to go there private. So this report obviously is saying, look. While Nigerians are being urged to endure hardship, like labor pain, the governors are splurging billions on new government houses. But it's not just the state governors. They're all of them. Well, I mean, we saw the legislators. We see how these people live a lavish life. And all of these things that they do, they literally rub it in your faces. They spend dollars. They don't spend naira. It's not a new thing. I'm sure that everyone who's listening is like, not today. But how do we stop it? Is the big question. And finally, my big story before I open up the phone lines. Operating PH Refinery ahead of full turnaround maintenance is ill-informed, says the NNPCL. Let's take a listen to what the NNPC has to say now. After spending $1.5 billion on the rehabilitation of the 210,000 barrels per day Port Harcourt Refinery, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Bayo Ojulari, now he has declared that operating it before it was fully completed was ill-informed. So, Mr. Julari, why did they tell us that it was working? Even when we continue to pry and ask questions, ask for sincerity, they kept saying it's working. I'm telling you that there are tankers here that are going to. Could it be that we were being lied to for optics, to make a particular person look good or themselves look good? Now, don't forget that in April of 2021, the government had awarded $1.5 billion contract to an Italian company, Mari Techmoint, for the rehabilitation of that refinery. In December of 2023, NNPC, led by its then Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari, declared that the refinery had reached 88% completion and was scheduled for full operation after a mechanical completion by the end of the year. That was not until November of 2024 when the company announced that it had begun trucking out of the refinery petroleum products. But 6 months later, in May of 2025, it announced a shutdown of the facility for another maintenance. Now, but Mr. Julari is telling us that a review showed that the decision was ill-informed and also ruled out the possibility of selling the refinery to private investors. But then there are people who are saying, sell it. Because what do you want to do with it? You can't. You've been taking monies, it's gulping money. Turnaround maintenance is not turning around. Did the NNPC lie? 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. You can join the conversation on Facebook and YouTube Live. Post your comments. I would love to read from you on X. Use the hashtag HardFacts. On WhatsApp, it's 08095975-805. And if you're listening from outside of the country, you are allowed to call on WhatsApp. Lagos, 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Manuel from Bariga, Lagos.
Go ahead.
Yeah, concerning, sharing of money and all stuff just for election that is coming out 2027. Mm-hmm. For me personally, all these politicians, they are the same. I cannot fight for them. On their behalf, I will never fight for them. Mm-hmm. Because now, even Obiself is now going about sharing rights. You see, this is vote buying, don't let us deceive ourselves. All these people, they are just deceiving us. They have nothing to offer Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. I'm going to let you go because your the connection is really bad. I don't know if it's where you are, but do try to call us back, okay? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Miriam.
Good afternoon.
Emmanuel, I'm speaking to you from Ekwe.
Go ahead.
I think people who are head of agencies, ministry and parastatals need to change their mindset. Because I am beginning to see that perhaps Ojulari wants to stay there, to award his own contract again. Ibe Kachuku came, did it, was unable. Melek Yari, today we have Ojulari. I don't really know what's wrong with some of our people. Try this thing. This thing is not profitable. It's wasting our money. And then for the people sharing whatever in Abuja, they are wetting the ground. Miriam, my pocket is dry. Come and wet my pocket. I can sing for you.
What am I running for?
My mama, you just wet my pocket. I will sing for you.
Very
don't
funny.
Mind if you can give that to me.
Oh yeah, I'll buy pure water and wet your pocket. That's fine. That's not a problem.
I beg. Now the tax 1.5 million naira.
Bye bye, Jerry. Joy is calling us from me, but hello, Joy.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. You?
This is Joy from Eba.
Yeah.
Marianne, what the former governor of Ekiti said is true. The economy is so bad. The economy is getting, that is I don't know how to describe it.
But there are those who are saying, but when Buhari was there and he worked for Buhari, was the economy better?
it was not like this with
yeah, but you also still complained under the Buhari administration, didn't you?
You can take 5,000 to market, you will see what to buy. You can take 10,000 to market, Marianne, you cannot see anything to buy. You cannot see anything to buy. You cannot see this selfish head.
You are listening to your...
I'm so sorry, we have to go on a break. We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same, whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Last Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. This is Hard Facts.
And yes, we are live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. This is Hard Fact on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Marianne. We're still looking at the big three stories for today. In case you're just joining us, these are the big three stories. Nigerians are hungry and unhappy with the Tinubu administration, says former Minister Kayode Fayemi. U.S. Embassy accuses Nigerian government officials of fiscal irresponsibility. And of course, operating a PH refinery ahead of full turnaround was ill-informed, says Julari of the NNPCL. Does it mean, sir, can I put it to you, or can I ask you, a yes or no question, Mr. Julari, did the NNPCL lie? Did it lie about the fact that they were able to start producing and refining? Because, you see, they gave us that technicality answer. You know how Lai Mohammed will say that we technically conquered Boko Haram. They're telling us that, oh, you see, we're not, it's not like we're refining, what we're doing it. Come on, guys. You really take us for fools, don't you? 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio.
Hello, Mary, and good afternoon.
Yes.
God bless you. How's work?
Good.
May God bless you and strengthen you.
Amen.
And strengthen your FM station in Jesus' name.
Amen.
My name is Pastor Mekam, calling from Ojodu. On these issues on ground, like Zig Ziglar said, doing the same thing the same way, expecting a different result, is a definition of madness. And I believe that this is what Nigerians, our leaders, we have been succeeding in every time new leader with redefining madness. I believe until we say let me tell you something, man. See, in this country, I have looked at all the states in this country. There is no single state that have no resources. So Nigeria is the richest country on earth, by all standards. So the problem is our leaders. But until we rise up, you have been saying, until we rise up to take our nation, we will continue every year, and we rigmarolling, merry-go-round. God bless you. Thank you for the good job you're doing.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Well, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hi, Marianne. Welcome on the show.
Thank you.
But of course, Marianne, we've always been lied to now by this set of politics stars. That's why I call them politics stars. Abracadabra people ruling us. From the state of the economy to the petroleum sector, down to the medical sector, and even in the aspect of banditry and insurgency, it's been lies, 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 and propaganda. Well, on the U.S. Embassy accusation of government's fiscal irresponsibility, Marian, thank God you did not say allegedly. It's hard fact, Marian, and Nigerians in Nigeria and Nigerians in the diaspora have been speaking about this gross ineptitude every now and then. I beg, tell Fayemi, say we hear him loud and clear. Main go rest. Why didn't you do his bit while he was in office to save this?
Why are you stoning the messenger and not taking the message?
Marianne, make him go rest. I bet make breeze blow and make him leave us.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Yeah, Marianne, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You are not giving me time to call since all this year.
Who's this?
Good afternoon. It's me, Bless, talking.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for giving me a chance.
60 seconds. Just be going. All this talk you're talking, your time they go. They talk.
Wait, you are not collecting it now. Hunger. Yes, there is hunger on time. So what I want to say to Nigeria is that, all Nigeria, they should change. But Tinubu is said to change. If they refuse to change, Tinubu will not change. What I mean by that is that, hello? Marianne?
Go ahead, Oga. Hello? We're listening to you.
What I mean by that is that I'm not condemning, I'm not saying that there is no hardship, there is hardship. They should all change, and then the presidency will change. God himself is hungry. They too are also hungry. They decided to feed every year with righteousness, and decided to be good every year will be good.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds. I gave you extra 20. So if the government don't change, the presidency won't change. You guys, yeah, interesting. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Marianne. This is Kenny. How are you?
Hi, Kenny. I'm good.
All right. I'm just going to talk on the U.S. press release. This is an indication to us that we are finally doing what we should do. U.S. doesn't fight the battle for other countries until they see that you're doing what you should do, then they support you. So I really appreciate the U.S. for that.
Do we need the U.S. to really fight our battles? Why do we need them?
They're indirectly supporting us. They're supporting us. They're helping us. With this,
are they helping us?
Yes, this press release is helping us because they're calling out.
They're telling us what we already know, Kenny. I mean, I don't think you don't know this. You already know this. So, I mean, the U.S. saying it doesn't make it any different.
Well, at least the politicians won't say that it's us that are saying it. It's coming from an external factor. They listen more to that. That's where I'm going to with that. So another thing also that they said that I really like is when they called up about the safety of Nigeria and advising their U.S. citizens to be careful about traveling to Nigeria, about the insecurity here in our land. I'm hoping that the appropriate people in the cabinet of the president will do the needful and actually get to work.
Okay. All right.
Tackle security and all those other things. Thank
you.
All
right. Thank you, Kelly, for calling. Or Kenny. Why do I keep calling you Kelly? Deborah is calling us. Let's take Deborah's call. Hello, Deborah.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. So I really want to speak about Nigerians. Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. Those that were sharing the money, they were Nigerians. Those receiving the money were Nigerians. And I asked the question, do Nigeria really want a change in this country? Because if they really want a change in this country, no one will accept to do that job to go and share money outside to people, and nobody will receive that money, 500 naira. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. But I mean, even if there were people who were willing and stupid enough to want to share the money, there are people who are hungry. That's the excuse we're going to give. People are hungry. There are people who just need 200 naira. What does it solve? I mean, they're going to give you pasta, spaghetti, noodles. How long are you going to eat it for? What's that thing that Charlie Boy says? Let me take this call. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne.
Yes. Good afternoon.
My name is NNPC.
Go ahead.
Nigeria have been complaining since 1960 to today. People have been complaining. We're never getting the Messiah. My problem is, America should leave us alone. When we carry our problem and go to them, can they solve it for us? They cannot solve it. The person they say we said did not win election. He did not go to school. He's a drug man. What did America do? Is it not the person that still ruling us? They should leave us alone. We are the one that will solve our problem. Any day we're ready to solve our problem, we solve our problem. Calling all of them is the same thing. All of them cannot be the same thing when we have never tested them. If we can be able to test person like P2B, Shawara, these two people who cannot compare, say they are all the same thing. For now, we have never tested P2B to be a president or Igbo man to be a president. We cannot say that they are all the same thing. But how is that? President Tinubu will finish in 8 years. Who survive and make it survive?
All right. It's not your place to tell anybody whether the president will win or not. Elections have to happen for a person to be declared winner. But maybe you know somewhere that they've written the results and kept. Maybe we should be probing you. But elections have not come yet. So this rubbish that people keep saying that the president has already won, he will be here to 2030. Who made you the determining factor? You have one vote. So does the president. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Miriam.
Turn off your radio.
Okay, I'm off the I've been hearing what's been the topic, especially concerning the refineries. Well, I'm opportune to do my IT in the refinery in Port Harcourt, this same refinery that they're talking about. So I know very much about what is happening there. At least I worked under Chrome. Chrome companies owned by Emeco, and it's the people that have been doing the turnaround maintenance from time immemorial. When it reaches that time, they will pay them billions of dollars, and they will go and call Romanian guys to come and do whatever. I was opportune to be there when they were doing it that year, but it's 2011.
So what exactly did the Romanian guys do that has not helped the refinery to be up and running? Because why are we spending money to turn around or to maintain something that's not necessarily doing the job that it's supposed to do?
Well, to tell you the truth, the actual fact, that refinery cannot work. It can never work. I mean, I've been there. I saw everything, the heat exchangers, everything too rusted, the reactors, and in fact, it can never work. Okay, for like 4 months or so, we were working in one reactor. It can never work. I know the one that actually works is the one that brings out GPK, that brings out diesel. The refinery can produce diesel, but from diesel to like naphtha, when it's now mixed with I've forgotten what they call that. It's been a long time ago. Then to now give you PMX and kerosene, some other things then go down. It doesn't work. Even I remember then, even though I'm not sure, they were saying that they used to buy gas at the flare, in the flare, because our office is close to the flare, just to have a feeling that the refinery is working. They are not actually doing anything there. The people that actually does the work is a contractor, is Chrome oil servicing company. I was there for complete 1 year, so I know exactly what's happening. I was living in life camp, so nothing. In fact, it can never ever. The new NNPC GMD, or what's it called? He's just trying to retain the cash cow, because this is the main cash cow of the federal government. That billions of dollars that they do for turnaround maintenance, maybe the guy takes like 1 billion, the other billions goes to the other people, but uses for campaigns. That's the main cash. So how can you sell it to a private company? How does the new government and every other people get their own cash to throw around, to retire with, to do campaigns with? They can never ever accept to sell it.
Wow.
This is the main cash cow of the federal government of any, apart from fighting wars, going to war, fighting Boko Haram, which is another main cash cow of federal government, going for Liberia, what's it called, peacekeeping, all those things.
Thank you very much for calling. This is interesting, but thank you for sharing with us. Interesting. I can't take everything he said for a fact, but He said he served there. And he has an idea of what's happening there. Interesting. Please, if you are calling from Nigeria, do not call us via WhatsApp. We're only taking calls from people who are listening from outside of the country, okay? Thank you very much. Let me go to WhatsApp and read some of the messages. We're going to come back. It's still the big three. John Bernard Ohi on Facebook Live says, Fayemi was right. Buhari government was bad. Tinubu government is worse. Okay. Thank you very much, John Bernard. Ayo here says, good day. OBJ and many technocrats doubted the functionality of our refineries, but those who make political statements believed others. Those refineries are obsolete and good as condemned metals. Fayemi is saying the pure truth. Go to eateries and supermarkets. People will be begging you for food and money. True. U.S. missions must have been tired or must have been trying to voice out how can a thinking government wasting money on buildings that generate no revenue? We are on a long journey, he says. Okay. This one says, I mean, what informs this conversation is not for me, sorry. If you're trying to call me from outside of the country, I want to take your call, so please. Olumak from the United Kingdom says, this is how Nigeria has turned leaders who do not feel the pains of people. Everyone sings. Now, wow, Olumak, where's the talk? Everyone, I'm sure you mean now, everyone sings now Mama Bidisu or on your mandate we shall stand for food to be put on their table. Shame. Okay. This one says, my name is Henry from Ibafo. It's not a must that everybody must call into a station. Okay. Your thoughts are taken, but you don't have to call. Some people like to call. Let them call. Why is it a problem? Emmanuel here says, Emmanuel, this message is not for me. Sorry. David from Lekki says, people that are sharing palliative and preaching about President Tinubu saying he's doing well. What do we expect? Doctors are on strike. Is he doing well? People are suffering. Is he doing well? Cost of living is killing the living. Is he doing well? Are we all deceiving ourselves? Well, he says we are all deceiving ourselves. Thank you, David. This one's from Daniel, and Daniel says, Kaide Fayemi's comment is out of frustration because he's out of a job. The coalition has collided. They're all sets of confused, disgruntled, and internally displaced politicians. They have nothing to offer differently. Comment Daniel Onobume, is there no cost of living crisis where you are? Are you not hungry? Or you're good? You're standing on a mandate. Now, I'm just trying to understand if you think that Kaide is not telling the truth. He can be doing it for political reasons. Of course, this is how politicians are anywhere in the world. But is there no iota of truth to what he's saying? I'd believe you, whatever you say. Someone says, though it's all true, but Kaide Fayemi lacks the moral right to criticize. All the ills he narrated were also obtainable when they held sway. Okay. It's just a question of what is in it for him now. Dino Marshall from Ota. Thank you, Dino. Michael from Saboyaba here says, it's easier to criticize when you are the other side of the divide. And that is the case of Kaide Fayemi. What did he and the other ministers do when they were in power? For those sharing items, the master strategist is just at it again. Always miles ahead. For Julari, he's not expected to say otherwise because he has to defend his paymaster. Lastly, Marianne, who is our Minister for Petroleum? If you ask me. This one says, to put an end to the fiscal irresponsibility, civil society should form new political parties, take over this country. Even Peter Obi keeps jumping from one party to another looking for a ticket. Trust me, Obi will even do worse because he would not have the mind of his own if he comes into power. Mickey in Ikorodu. Yusuf from Adamo in Ikorodu says, I'm surprised that none of the presidential aides has responded to the statement by the American Consular General in Nigeria about 2 days ago. I'm sure they're being careful not to respond in a way and manner that will provoke American government because of the fear of Trump is the beginning of wisdom. Okay. This one says, NNPC and its refineries are a hub for corruption. It is strategic in the grand scheme of corruption for the president and commander-in-chief to appoint himself as petroleum minister. A.B. Ambo from Badagry. Okay. This one here says, it's better to believe what the devil has said than to listen to the APC, all of them. Okay. This one says, okay, this message obviously is not for me. Let's see. I want to take some more before I go back to the phone lines. This one says, my consolation is that we're all in it together. Those who supported evil in the last election in 2023 are suffering hunger now and insecurity. Someone says Nigeria. Anyone thinking Nigeria's problems can be solved is wasting his time. Our leaders have destroyed Nigeria beyond repair. Abdullahi Ademu. Thank you very much. And lastly, the newly appointed NNPC chairman has stated that the Port Harcourt refinery will not be sold, despite over $18 billion spent on the so-called repairs in recent years. This decision is less about national interest and more about continuing the cycle of looting. Your message is very long. I'm so sorry, I cannot finish it. Ibok Eddie Daniels, your message is very long, but I understand what you are saying. And he says, lastly, until accountability becomes non-negotiable, this cycle of my turn to steal will keep draining the nation's resources dry. National treasure my foot, he says. Ibok. Back to the phone line, 0201 277 0993. If you're listening from outside of the country, call 0809 59 75805. That's 0809 59 75805. The ladies, 0201 465 7190. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. Please call me back if that was you. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Chris, go ahead, please.
I want to thank American government. Like you said, all they are saying is not new.
Why are you thanking them? I don't understand.
That is the problem now.
Why are you thanking them?
Well, I won't thank them all. Quick one, the NM refinery. Before 1993, action lady, check. Cast your mind back. Do we have issue with refinery? Immediately after that election, that June, where they were destroying things, Abacha came and warned. I said to them, look, Abiola na one man. Nigeria is at stake. All these things you people are doing, he will tell on Nigerians. They thought I'm joking. Today, where is Abiola? They destroyed that thing. Beyond repair, they can't fix it.
All right.
It's a conduit pipe.
All right.
Every day they pump in $1 million, $5 million, deceiving themselves.
Thank you, Chris, for calling. Thank you for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Please put your thoughts together and go straight to the point. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, hello, Miriam. So I want to talk about this, the U.S. government, this thing of the
What's
government.
your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is George. I'm calling from Lekki.
Go ahead.
I don't fully trust the U.S. government. Even though what they say is the obvious fact, everybody knows. I mean, everybody knows it's obvious.
I don't know why you should trust any government other than your government.
Well, okay, just imagine what we did to the ICC or something. Say use 39 billion. Imagine
to refurbish it.
To refurbish it. I don't understand. When the national hospital is there, many hospitals are there, people can't get good health. In fact, it's just mad. I'm sorry to use that word. It's just mad. This is madness. This is absolute madness, nothing more. But I just feel that the U.S. government is just doing this now just because they want something from the Nigerian federal government. They just want to put them on their toes, Maybe they want this refugee, something that they want them to get. Absolutely.
I don't understand why Venezuelans cannot be sent to Venezuela. Why do they have to bring Venezuelans to Nigeria? That part I don't understand.
Venezuela is having issues. They're just looking for anywhere. Maybe Venezuela doesn't want to return to Venezuela. They are looking for another place to go.
Let them keep them in the U.S. now. Why do they have to come to Nigeria?
That's where they feel they can take them. Other African countries have already accepted, but Nigeria has been stubborn. So they just want to hit the government, to just show them, okay, see, we can bite you, we can. Of course, they know many things that are wrong. At least they can start from here, this simple one. Of course, Nigerians won't react. If the Nigerian government doesn't respond well by saying, okay, you wanted to give us 500, why not just give us 200? We can manage 100 or 200.
So
Then my
so
colleagues
you so
are
you
another
think
one
that
and say this
they
one, that
just
one.
they're putting their foot on the Nigerian government's neck because they want to get
Yeah,
something else of us?
Of course.
Well, I mean, the US doesn't go anywhere they don't have interest. I understand. Thank you very much for calling. The US, Britain, any of these Western countries don't go anywhere they don't have interest. The moment they start paying attention to it, it's because they've got an interest. I mean, it's not hidden. It's a hard fact. Hello.
Hello, Mariam.
Yes. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Godman here.
Go ahead.
See, Mariam, this 150 million that they get to these girls, are we sure about it? Are they going to get it? And why I'm saying this is
Are you
because
asking
this
me as the
government
Minister of Sports?
I'm going more with that. This government full of propaganda and lies. They've not got. I don't even believe that until those girls actually get that money, because this is not the first time the government will promise something and they never deliver. You know, so you see the NNPC, all these things that they tell you. When they tell you, oh, this thing is white, you better look at it well. That thing will likely be black. So, and then I also look at the people, we Nigerians, when we wake up and take the government back on these people, look at Kenya, for crying out loud. You just talk, and nothing will change just talking. We need to stand on our rights and fight for our rights before we get things to be properly done for us.
All right.
Let's move up.
Thank you very much for calling, Godman. I appreciate it. When are we going to get up? You know, because the Kenyans did not do one and go to sleep. They stayed the course. Do we have what it takes? Maybe we're not those people. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon. My name is Ken. I'm calling from Agbado.
Go ahead, Ken.
Close to 40 years I've been hearing about turnaround maintenance of our refineries. Even in the 80s, Port Harcourt refinery was producing, but Port Harcourt never had, that was all River State, they still experience scarcity of kerosene. Meanwhile, they have the refinery producing. So I don't know what is really wrong with Nigeria. If this continue, let them bring down all the pipes in that refinery. Let me also take my own. If it is gate or fence, I want to use it so that I know that here, this is my own benefit. That is what I want to say. Because we are going through...
You are not a serious man, sir. You are not a serious person. You are not serious, sir.
Yes, I'm a fisherman. I'll use it to build a boat. I'm a fisherman.
Okay,
yes.
Please, stop it. 2 minutes before we go on our break. I mean, that's it. As funny as it sounds, it's a level of frustration that people have gotten to, and they're like, you know what, you can just piss at it, and you know, because what? These people are taking us for fools every single day, and this is what they do to you. You make a little noise, find something and distract them. Do one empowerment there, give the people that are hungry. The hungry people will overshadow the ones that have sense. They're banking on it. I'm sure they even bet on it, that we're going to continuously be stupid and dumb and keep quiet. Just call radio stations and just complain and nothing will happen. Don't mind them. And they'll go and enter their private jet and go to where they are going to and still use your taxpayers' money to fund their lavish lifestyle. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Marianne, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, as for the U.S. that call and they are blaming our government, is that what they are supposed to do? Then to call the president and in fact they don't even know what.
Why should they call your president? Is your president working under them?
No, see,
so they should call him and do what? People call their president to tell him what to do. Call me back. We lost you. I don't understand why we think that the West has a right to tell us what to do, or we have a right to tell them what to do. Sovereignty means that you have powers within your domain. They can make suggestions, of course, and that's why there are relations here and there, but they don't, it doesn't work that way. I have to go on a break, just a 1 minute break, but when I come back, I still have about 3 more minutes to take calls. So those of you that are calling me from the abroad, just hold your horses, okay? I will take your thoughts, but I just want to read some messages before I go on that break. Can we? Someone says that call that enlightened us about the NNPC refineries makes a lot of sense. Why no government and almost every president becomes a petroleum minister and doesn't want to sell the refineries, and also why we're not able to fight any insecurity. These are cash cows. Now, wow. Your friendly neighbor, I'm Oludo. Thank you for your message. Ifeanyi here says he's flabbergasted, and he says, Nigeria, we hail thee. We're going on that break right now. We'll be right back. Stay with us. It's still Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.